My sexist husband thinks I am turning my son gay by cooking. He thinks only women belong in the kitchen. I have 3 sons, Jamie, Nat and Paul, with my husband Charlie. My husband is a stickler for gender norms. He thinks men should like playing baseball and video games. It worked for 2 of our sons, Jamie and Paul. However, Matt is different from his brothers. He loves to read, paint, and cook food. I call him Ramsay Jr., after Gordon Ramsay. My husband hates Matt. He calls him the problem child because whenever he asks him to play sports, Matt is never interested. I have tried several times to convince my husband that he'd let Matt go and let him do his thing. We eventually reached to a compromise that Matt will do sports and other stuff with them once a week so that he is in touch with his brothers, and rest of the time he would do his own activities that he likes. My husband sometimes tries to criticize him by saying he shouldn't be doing girly things or he will not get any girls in the future or he will be made fun of. That people will think he's fruity and will stay away from him. The incident happened yesterday. I was in the kitchen preparing for lunch. My husband and sons were outside playing football. Paul and Jamie called Matt to come play with them, but Matt was not interested. I told him he should go play with his brothers now while I do the meal prep and he can come back during the cooking process. Matt agreed. But he came to the kitchen after 10 minutes and started helping me. My husband was with the boys too. He called Matt several times but Matt didn't budge. I can see it irritated him. After the lunch, my husband was pissed and told me what I am doing to Matt is going to harm him in the future. I told him how is forcing him to do things he doesn't like would help him. He wasn't listening and kept saying things like he needs to be a man and stop doing girly things. And the way I am encouraging him cook and bake things like grandma, he would get bullied in school and he doesn't want a son who is a sissy. I was shocked. I told him he needs to get his head out of his butt because cooking is gender neutral. There is nothing wrong with Matt wanting to cook. My husband got mad and told me I am ruining my son's future. He doesn't want him to grow up weak and fragile, and making him do girly things will make it worse. He needs to learn how to be a man like his dad and learn how to provide rather than take on feminine roles. And just because I couldn't get a daughter I should stop turning my son into a girl. He said that I'm turning him gay and that we're gonna end up finding him sucking on schlongs like it was a homemade lollipop. This turned into a huge fight between him and me, and now he is not talking to me.